So I started building this app as mainly I just wanted a good photo and video library where I could download all my 20 plus years of media files and have them locally. And then I started thinking about all the AI tools and functionalities, and I've got local AI on this computer using Olama. Up here you can see it. And so I built some AI tools so when it imports, you can select the type of prompt. It'll bring the file in and run a prompt on it. And then, let's get rid of that. Like on this one, it'll do a description and also it'll populate tags. And that's very important. It'll also populate category. It's got a built-in photo viewer. It's really nice. Sizes around. Oh, I like that picture. And then there's some nice tools here where, let's go back to this picture. Okay, there's some nice tools like this one I haven't processed, so it hasn't put in the automatic description, but you're able to put in your own descriptions if you want to do that too. That one scared me. Yeah, that was close. And it's got a nice viewer. You can go back, forth. Oh, yeah. I do a lot of night photography. Beautiful. And it's got a couple views. So what I like about this is it holds records really well. It's got a SQL3 database, got about 77,000 records in it now. But it scrolls really nice. You can just really get around and really, it's very responsive. Even with that many, even with that many records, it really responds nicely. And then the filtering looks really good too. So here we go. And one of the things I have built in, a whole bunch of things happen when they import. One of them is it'll take the GPS tag if they have one, and it'll assign it, it'll take those coordinates and convert it over to the city, country, state. It'll put it automatically in the right category. It'll give it a date. It's got like a 3 or 4 step process. If it can't find the creation date, it'll look in other places for it, see if it can assign a date. Let's see, I just fixed this so I don't have to drink my beer upside down. It shows you how many records London has, 160 records. Here's the neat feature, because it has AI tools and a couple AI models under the hood. You can generate a summary of all the pictures I just brought in, 160 of them. So let's see, and we're going to use Gemma 312B. I've got several models there. I'm going to use Gemma 27. Let's see how this goes. This usually takes... Oh, interesting. I didn't like the London time zones. Okay. Well. Okay, so decal. Oh, I brought back decals of my old Jeep. Wow. A rich history of decals. Ah, cool. Well, let's try that one. How many records? 26. Yeah, that's neat. It's a great database. So I just typed in decal and found a lot of decals because on my Jeep, I like playing with decals. There it is. So it kind of gave general a general description because the photos were kind of spread out. They had decals, but they had different things. You can rate it, and then you can add your own tags. Yeah, copy the text. You can export it, regenerate it. Okay, pretty nice tools. And I really like the little interface it came up with. This was done mostly with Claude. So that's the filtering. There's different ways to filter. Here's the different models. So 3B or 4B, Gemma 4B is actually the model under the hood that when you import, I use a Lava 7B to do one AI pass. That's a vision model, and it'll look at the image and provide this description. And then the Gemma 3B model, 4B model, creates these, looks at this description and then creates these tags. And these tags are really important because they feed into the database. And so all this filtering works mostly off of these tags, so it's very fast. Plus the summary stories, these things. Really the tags are the information of all my photos, and the AIs turn that information into knowledge or little stories. And I didn't show, but you can ask it different types of prompts to do. You can ask for, that was a warm and fuzzy prompt, that last one, and you can ask it to do a factual prompt also. There's another type of prompt too. So, yeah, it's a nice tool. Some other features, you can select photos and start doing some bulk edits, mostly bulk deletes, I think. You can come into the settings configuration. These are kind of one-time setups. So I've got it set to analyze 5 frames on videos. Here's where you can put your models in. If it's a long video, 5 frames might not be sufficient, so you could increase that. I thought about doing some dynamic logic in here, but for a backlog of 70,000 videos and photos, 5 has done surprisingly well. Where things are gonna go, I got a SSD 4 terabyte drive. Right now, 70,000 files. I got about 1 terabyte of original photos and videos, and then the database that stores all the metadata lives inside the apps directory on the Mac, and that's only about 60 megabytes or so. Okay. So the tools are really powerful. You can scan for duplicates, and it does it very quickly. And I just cleaned it, and it's nice and clean, no duplicates. I can scan for missing dates. It found 1 out of 77,000 files. That's pretty good. Now it's got a repair tool, and it looks at, I think, 4 different places to see if they can find a date before it gives up. GPS coordinates, it'll scan, and about half, maybe more than half of my images don't have GPS data, but for the other ones, this will populate those. Same thing with thumbnails. And then category assignment. This will scan for things without a category and try to assign one through some mapping and also looking at the tags. And this is my main thing I'm doing right now, the batch processor. You can see I still got 13,000 photos and 5,800 videos that are backfilled that still need to be processed. So I can go in here and set kind of how many cores it's going to use, the batch size. So at night, I just ran a 3,050 items last night, and it's got a little calculator, and it's just under 8 hours. And that ran real well. I did have a little bit of a failure rate at 2%. I got 97.7% success rate. So I'll have to chase down those files. There might be one more file type it doesn't want to cooperate, but that's popular. I've got some other models that I haven't even really tried too much. So far, it took me a while, and so far this has been the best combination of models. Okay, well, I think that's pretty much the app. We'll stop here.